Hello and welcome to the next episode of Strawberry Patches podcast. My name is Marina and I'm a Russian girl living here in New Zealand, Auckland. It's December and this wonderful pohatukawa tree is blooming so beautifully and I wanted to show it to you. In this video I'm going to share with you my knitting and spinning and hand dyeing projects. And this vlog is all about my yarny, fibery adventures here in Auckland, New Zealand, and about the fibre that I'm working with, and I hope this is going to be inspiring for you. So today I welcome all the new viewers and the returning ones, and I hope you will find my videos inspiring. Look at this beautiful park. It's a wonderful, wonderful day. I just had my surgery on my eyes, that's why I'm wearing glasses. I'm a bit sensitive to the light. I hope you forgive me for that. There's no makeup. My eyes look quite normal, but not not good enough for this video, so I hope you forgive my glasses. Let's start. Hello everyone, my name is Marina and today I'm coming to you from my home, where as you can see I'm all prepared for Christmas/New Year. And a warm welcome to everyone who is new to this podcast. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you find something inspiring for your yarn adventures in the future. And if you are a returning viewer, a big hug and welcome to you too, because I really love seeing people coming back and commenting under this video and saying like, oh, we really like the things that you talk about, or oh, this is a lovely pattern, I want to make it as well. So yeah, I hope this is what I'm here for, to inspire you, hopefully entertain you for a little bit while you are drinking on your tea and knitting on something, or maybe just doing your housework and have this in the background. I don't mind, whatever suits you. Today in this show I wanted to talk about the following things. I have two big finished objects, one small one, two small ones actually. I also wanted to tell you or show you some of my latest dyeing, which is over here. And I wanted to talk about some personal things which I will leave to the end. If you're not interested, you don't have to watch it, you can just skip it and that'll be totally fine. It's only for those of you who are been following closely and who would probably want to know why I skipped a week of recording. All right, let's start. How about we make this a little bit merry? I'll turn the lights on. Yeah, this is more like it. It's the middle of December, so I guess you are, as well as me, are decorating your house with all the Christmassy things, and I'll have a little close-up of my Christmas tree because I try to not buy any plastic things, and since we have this Christmas tree, this is only the third year that we're having this, I didn't buy any plastic things. The only plastic thing here is probably this decoration, which I thought, oh well, one thing wouldn't hurt that much. The rest are presents and some handmade toys that you hear that I made over the years. And I think I showed them to you in the last year's Christmassy video. And today I have one of my finished objects, which is a doll. But I think it would be logical for me to start with what I'm wearing. Yes, I finished my Maritimo. In the previous episode I had just started it and voila, it's done. It only took me 2 weeks and 1 day to finish. And I think it turned out pretty good. I was hoping that it would fit me because it's knitted down bottom up. It was not possible for me to put it on. I mean, if I did even, it would be hard to understand if it's fitting or not. And I think I'm very pleased with the fit. Although I am not so sure if I like this sleeve part here because I think it's too narrow. And I have to say that I followed the pattern and I knitted this blue part up to here according to centimeters that she gave. This is a pattern by Caitlin Hunter. and I wasn't happy with my sleeve being this long, so I ripped it back and just did like maybe 3 centimeters and then the lace part. And I don't know, what do you think? Do you think these sleeves are fine like that? I think they probably needed a bit more lace to kind of mirror the bottom. But anyways, this is my hand-dyed Lagoon colorway and the Sandy Lagoon over here, and just dark gray, which I think I call charcoal, which is not very creative, but that is easy to see it. So this was a very, very clever shoulder shaping here. There's lots of short rows, and to pick up the stitches was very easy. And then I picked up the stitches and went the whole needle size number for these, because this was too wide, and I saw on the finished objects of others how open the neckline was, which I didn't like much because I don't really like it when you see the straps. So I decided to do that, and maybe did it a bit longer, this part. So this is my Maritima top. I liked how fast this knit up. I liked the yarn, and I liked the pattern. Following the pattern was very easy, but I'm not so sure about the sleeves. I think maybe if I just left them like that, I would like it more, because this is a summer top, and like it's very snug here and very loose. I don't know. On the whole, I think I'm satisfied with this knit, especially because it was a very easy one and it took only 2 weeks time. Yes, I finished this, and I decided that it's high time. It's December. I wanted to finish all my other languishing projects, which one of them was my fade neve cardigan, sweater. And it was only like in one shoulder because I wasn't happy with how the other one fit. I think Andrea Maury, who is the author, she has very skinny arms, which I don't have. So this is what the second or the third of her patterns that I'm knitting. Anyways, it's too skinny for me. So for the second sleeve, I decided I'm too lazy. I'm not going to reknit the first one, but here I did the decreases at a different pace, and I'm very happy with how this turned out. Just I skipped 1 or 2 decreases, and I did more at the end. I'm not going to put it on. Maybe I'll put it on some other time. Maybe when I do the finished objects video, because I haven't blocked it, and you can see that all the puckering here and at the back that I'm not happy with. I'm really hoping that it's going to smooth out with the blocking. But I really love the colors. The colors are, again, my hand-dyed yarn, which was the green jeans. Well, there are like maybe, I don't know how many, 1, 2, 3, 4 colors here. So this lighter one, then there's more blue speckled one, then there's, you can see these ones. I didn't give them names because I knew this was just for me. And I'm not gonna put it on because it's just too hot. And I will make a separate video about this project, and if you want to know more about this project, go to my playlists and find the finished object playlist, where I will be probably wearing this soon and talking a bit more about it. The next finished object that I have for you guys is this simple beanie that I made for my daughter. I used some of the organic merino that I got from Anna from Dunkelgrün, and this is a very, very simple beanie. I don't remember even how I calculated how many stitches to cast on, but the idea was just to make something simple for her, for when it's not too cold but it's windy, so that she has her ears covered. And here I knitted up to this purple stripe, and then I decreased very rapidly. And I was planning to make a pom-pom, that's why I didn't cut this thread in the middle. I don't know, we will see when she starts wearing it. She actually did like it. She put it on and she didn't want to take it off, although she was wearing just her diaper because it was so hot. But yeah, I finished this hat as well. Very happy with it, actually. It's a very satisfying thing, you know, to finish all your unfinished things. That's why I haven't cast anything new since then. I have only been working on my works in progress. But before I go to that, I want to tell you about this angel, which is my other finished object. Every year before the new year, I make a little decoration for the tree, and I write the year, the next year. So I started this angel in the December 2019, and this was supposed to be finished and go on the Christmas tree for that year, but I stopped and I just finished it a couple of days ago. So this doll, although it says 2020, it was supposed to be hanging it was supposed to be finished basically last year. I have to move on and make another doll for 2021. But in the meantime, just showing you this beautiful, not really Christmassy, but sort of Christmassy fabric that I have here, which I really like. And this simple angel design that I have a lot of them over there. I think I'm back into the doll making mode because one of the whips that I have is another doll. Yes, whips. So I have looked through my other bags with projects, and I found this gorgeous shawl that I started, I bet it was 2 years ago. I don't know why I didn't write on Ravelry. I'm knitting it from this wonderful Harney Hooley Designs silk, Ba silk or something. I don't even remember, and I don't know where's the label of this yarn, but it's definitely silk. I remember I treated myself. And this shawl, oh sorry, but there's not much to see. It's a triangular shawl called Winter on My Mind, and it starts off with one color. There's a triangular part, and then you stripe it with a lighter color, and at the end there is just this light color in beautiful lace patterning. And it's a gorgeous design that I really love. And since I picked it up, I had no idea what needles I was using before, so I looked at the pattern and took the suggested needles, but obviously either my gauge changed or it was different needles I was knitting on. But I don't mind, it's just a shawl, so I'm gonna continue on that. It's very satisfying to be just mindlessly knitting in garter. So I'm working on that. I also wanted to show you the gorgeous bags that my friend Cher made for me. She's so talented, she's amazing. Oh, love you Cher. And she promised that she will be making more episodes for her Why Hippie Forage podcast, which is I always recommend her because she's so talented and she has so many new ideas, and eco dyeing and spinning and all of her beautiful projects that she's knitting. So she's made these bags for me from this gorgeous fabric that she sells in their shop, in the New Zealand Fabrics and Yarn shop. And this design was made by one of the New Zealand artists. And look at these birds. They are all native New Zealand birds. I know this one is a tui, which has a beautiful voice. I'm not sure. I think this is either kaka or kakapo or something. I don't want to lie about the names of the birds, but it's just gorgeous. And inside this bag, I transferred my angel baby cardigan that I'm knitting for my daughter. Hopefully I will finish it. But just wanted to show you where I am with it, because I did knit the whole front panels and back. This time I decided to knit them in one piece, although originally this is a seamed garment. And hopefully soon I will finish it, because it's really a pleasure to knit with this yarn. And yeah, the second bag that Cher made for me is this big sweater sized one from the same artist, as you can see. These gorgeous birds. And I love this detail, don't you like it as well? And she's added this gorgeous fabric here, and inside it's fabulous because it has, again, those native birds. And I've already put together and skeined some of the yarn that I dyed for my So Faded cardigan by Andrea Murray. And the plan is to use these colors, which were one of my first experiments at dyeing. I really love this purpley lilac hyacinth colors. And I already even made a swatch in the round. I was so eager to cast it on, but then I decided I'm just going to finish some of the other things first, and I don't really need a sweater right now. It's summer anyway. So I will probably cast it on after New Year or after I have finished my other whips. Love the bag. Love the yarn that's in it. This is something to motivate me to keep finishing my whips. I have another pair of socks that I haven't worked on, which I plan to finish as well this year, hopefully, but I don't think so. Yes, after this, I wanted to share some exciting news. Here in New Zealand, we have this amazing online store called Skeins, which sells a huge range of New Zealand yarns and some imported yarns, with possum and with silk and with merino, obviously, everything you want. And they have very good deals if you subscribe to them. And there's a group on Facebook, Skeins Speak Easy, which I'm a part of, and it's a really friendly community who share patterns and their finished projects made from the yarns. And every month there is a theme. Like this past November month was homegrown. So I shared some of my projects there and I won $100. It was so unexpected and so lovely. And wow, I was overwhelmed with joy when I received this news. I was over the moon. I am still waiting because right now I really don't need any yarn. So I'm just keeping it for future, maybe for my birthday, where I can order some beautiful something from there. But yeah, or another idea I have is maybe I will have a giveaway. So I will purchase some yarn. Well, not purchase, but I will get some yarn from there and keep it for you guys as a giveaway prize. What do you think? Because I've got one comment from one of you saying that, oh, we want an online giveaway as well. Because yeah, everybody loves a little bit of surprise and happiness in their mail, right? So I think that would be a great idea. I will be doing that sometime soon. Right, next I will be talking about, sorry, I'm trying to rush through this because I have a lot that I want to share with you in my personal life segment. And yeah, I just feel like this podcast gives me the opportunity to connect with all of you and to have like this virtual friend. It's basically like an anonymous, not anonymous, but it's like a video letter to a friend who is on the other end of this and who is you. And this friend hopefully will be interested in all the news that I have, and hopefully will have a few words to say to me, encouragement, or just say hi. And that's why I think this is very important for me, these videos, and I will try to make them more regular, but sometimes it's not that possible. Anyways, let's jump into the hand-dyed yarn. I have been quite busy the week after the retreat because I had a blast there. I had really so much fun meeting all of my old friends and making new friends and learning new techniques and spinning and all the yarn that I brought with me that the people loved and bought from me, which I'm very, very grateful for. And this encouraged me to dye up some more. Ta-da! Just take a moment, you guys. And guess what my favorite color is. think it's very easy to guess. But before that, before I show you my favorite color, I want to show you some of the others. This is my sparkling wine, which was a custom order that I loved and I wanted to repeat it because this is such a beautiful pale beige or yellow, which is on my sparkling base. Then I have this beautiful pink, which is peony. It is on my Twist and Twist 4-ply New Zealand Merino. Then I have some more colors that are kind of like repeats because the others sold so quickly, but I wanted them in my collection just, you know, maybe I will custom on for the new shawl that Steven West is coming up with very, very soon. So it's coral on a twist on twist base, and it goes perfectly with this, oh no, some of them fell, with this coral reefs colorway, which was also a hit and it sold immediately, and I had to dye it up again. So coral and coral reefs, they're the same twist on twist base. Then I had to dye up this again because I loved it so much. It's lilac hydrangea, and these are two different bases. This is the twist high twist one, and it would be perfect for socks because it's a bit more plump. There's 300, I think 40 or something meters in here, and there's no nylon, but because of the twist it should be very sturdy. And by mistake I dyed up this in mind of making some socks, but I used the Superwash Merino silk base, which means that it would be more suitable for a shawl or very luxurious socks, if why not? But I think it would be beautiful as well. And this should be shown in pair because they are dyed together. Lilac, blooming lilac on my sparkly base. You can see the sparkles. And also the Superwash Merino Nylon Silver Stellina Sweet Lilac. Also sparkly. I dye them together and I hope they go together because they would be a beautiful, like maybe if you add an accent, something like this, like break it up like that, maybe it could be a beautiful shawl or a throw or a cardigan. I think they look absolutely fantastic together. I also, this is my favorite color probably. Ta-da! Yes, as you can see, Larimar sold at the retreat, I think, or even before that, so I had to dye up some more, and it is on my sparkly base. Oh, it looks absolutely gorgeous with all the sparkles. I'm very tempted to make something for myself. Maybe this will be what I will use for my Steven West shawl. Then I decided to experiment a little bit and did this variation of Larimar. This is the Winter Wonderland, and this one is Starfish in the Ocean because of this beautiful, beautiful orangey. They go together because it's the same dye with this one. I think this would look really lovely together in a shawl. Oh. Anyways, I'm really looking forward to the 24th or 26th of December when the Hybrid Knit Along starts officially. It's a new design from Steven West, and I discovered that I am Steven West fan recently. So if you don't buy it off me before then, I will probably use these ones. Then I experimented a little bit more with blues, and I came up with this Bluebird, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous blue, tonal blue. And I had a companion for this one, which was called Vasilyok, which is the name for blue flower. It's a Russian translation of it. I forgot what it is in English. I don't know. But it got sold so quickly that I didn't get a chance to show it to you. And it's a lovely super wash merino and silk base again. It would be lovely for a shawl, I think. Just a one skein shawl as well. Absolutely lovely. And the last thing I wanted to show you is this. I wonder if you can guess why I made it and what it is for. You're right. This is for my Strawberry Patches challenge, knitting challenge. As you remember in the episode 54, I think, I picked up at random different cards and they signified what is the next project I'll be making. And I picked up this base, which is the merino with the cotton nap base, and I was supposed to dye it minty color, which I did, but I didn't want it to be minty because that's boring, and I wanted a little bit of fun here, and because of that we have all these fun speckles. And I didn't even skein it because I wanted to show it to you how it looks up in the skein, because obviously it looks very different in the skein and when it's knitted up. So I will be making a baby vest from this in plain stockinette, and this will be my knitting challenge for this year. But keeping in mind that I have very little time left and I have some things planned for tomorrow, this is why I'm filming today. Well, I guess from now I can jump into my personal things. Well, if you're here just for the knitting content, I hope you were inspired, and I will put all the link for the projects that I mentioned down below in the description box, which is under the name of the video. There's a little arrow. If you click down, there will be links to the Ravelry pages. Oh yes, before I jump into the personal stuff, I wanted to recommend you some podcasts and to ask you a question. So my question this time will be, I have it written under this huge pile of yarn. Okay, what kind of techniques have you learned this year? Because for me, December has always been about kind of looking back and finding out what I've learned or what I've done, where I have traveled, where I've come, how this 12 months changed my life or what has happened. So this, for knitting wise, for me, this was a fun year, and I've learned dyeing yarn. Well, I learned different techniques of it, and I learned brioche, which I learned during my time at the knitting retreat, and I really wanted to learn this technique, and I did. So my question is, what did you learn? Are there any techniques that you learned or any accomplishments that you can pat yourself on the shoulder and say, yes, well done, you did it. This was your plan for 2020, and in spite of all the craziness that happened, you did it. I would really love to hear from you guys about it. As for the podcast recommendations, during the retreat, I have been advised to watch a lady who talks mostly about spinning. Her podcast is called The Republic of Me, and unfortunately I didn't have time to even watch it, but I trust my friends that this is a good one, and I believe that I'm safe to recommend it to you, and I'm sure you will enjoy watching it. So this is all the recommendations from me this time. Now I would really love to go a bit more personal, and if you're not here for that, thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you in the next episode. But if you're curious to know what's been going on in the past week and tomorrow, stay with me and I'll tell you. Oh, I also forgot to show you that I'm making this Santa. This will be a Santa doll, which I don't know. I'm ambitiously thinking that I will finish this year. but maybe not. I'm just so nervous. I don't know if I should be sharing this on YouTube here with all of you people that I don't personally know. But I feel like I would feel better if I talk about it. A month ago, I discovered that I was pregnant. And I was so happy. And for those of you who were with me at the retreat, it was so hard for me to keep it quiet and not to tell anyone, because I was, you know, trying not to tell everyone. And I really was hungry during my time there, because my eating schedule is different anyways. Sometimes I think people thought that I'm super greedy and I was eating like double portions, and I thought, oh, well, if only you knew that I'm pregnant, then probably you would forgive me, but at least I'm telling you now. Also, when I was doing this challenge, I picked this, and I remember how happy I was when I discovered that I'll be making a baby vest from this, because I was thinking, oh, they would be perfect for my new baby, and I was really looking forward to knitting it. And I'm very happy that I haven't started, because as you can guess from the tone of my voice probably, I am not pregnant anymore. And this past week was very hard, because I found out that it's not the pregnancy is not developing the way it should be, and I was not feeling very well last week, and my daughter got sick, so we stayed at home with her, and she had this high fever and coughing, and I was just so devastated by the news. I was about, 7-8 weeks along. Well, that's what I thought, but apparently the pregnancy stopped sometime 2 weeks ago, and I didn't even know until last week. And to be honest, this is the second time this happened to me this year. Yeah, it's very personal, but I think it's kind of connected to my knitting life, because last time this happened, I made this tiny baby vest that I cannot use, but I don't want to give it away. And although it was at the very beginning of the pregnancy, and I still feel like I've lost someone. And this time, this skein reminds me of my big plans for this as well. So yeah, I am not so keen on starting this project anymore. I will still do it, and maybe I will gift it to someone who will be having a baby. But you know, I just don't know why this happened, you know? Yeah. Please forgive me that I decided to share this with you, and I'm all teary-eyed and everything, but I really wanted to tell you guys, for those who care. And yeah, life is not always so happy and wonderful for all of us, right? Sometimes we get news that just shake our whole world and make us look at things in a different perspective. Like, I realized that I'm so grateful that I have my daughter, and that this happened not before she was born, but after. At least I have her. If I never have other children, at least I have the pleasure of being her mother. Okay, so last week I wasn't able to do anything except for just knitting like crazy and finishing up this vest, but most of the time I was just sick. Not sick, but I wasn't in the best of moods, and health-wise it was hard. So yeah, that's why I didn't record. Even I didn't have energy to edit my knitting retreat videos. But anyways, today I'm recording both the end of the knitting retreat video and this one, and hopefully I will share it with you very soon, because tomorrow, and this has been scheduled a long time, but I'm having an eye operation, and fingers crossed that everything goes well and that I won't have to wear my glasses anymore, because these glasses are super old and I'm really not loving them, and I really prefer to look at, like, to wake up in the morning and not have to wear anything on my eyes to see the world around me. So tomorrow I will be, my husband will take me to a hospital, and I already met my surgeon, and I'm going to have the smile operation, which means there'll be a little incision on the cornea and they will extract like this part of whatever. I don't want to go into the details, but whatever. It's I'm very nervous because there are risks, but I'm just hoping that even though this year has been crazy and sometimes totally horrible and sometimes wonderful, I just hope that this would be the wonderful one part of it. And yeah, for New Year, I hope that I will be seeing the world in a different perspective, and I'm just, you know, trying to keep positive in spite of all the things that have happened to all of us. I hear lots of my friends are losing their family members back in Russia. We have been lucky here in New Zealand, but the rest of the world I know hasn't, and the craziness will probably continue into the 2021, but I'm very, very hopeful that it has to be better. It just has to go up the hill from now on, really. So I'm really hoping that you and your loved ones, although if you are in the isolation or if you cannot travel to see your family, I hope you do have a quiet but still happy Christmas. And I hope your family are all fine. And if you have gone through some rough times, hang in there, because life is a zebra, and after dark moments there will be light ones for sure. If you want a virtual hug, here it is. Come here. I really love you all, and I wish you the best, and hopefully the new year, if I don't see you before then, hopefully the new year will bring you all kinds of wonderful things that you are looking forward to. And yeah, thank you very much for sticking with me and subscribing and commenting. I really love this feedback from you guys, and sorry if this was a bit of a too emotional for you guys, but yeah, I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take care. Bye bye.